Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do here on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day. Yesterday, man, we cast our NBA Play of the Month. Shout out the Indiana Pacers, man. Got it done at home, at the crib. It was a good spot for him, man. It was a really good spot for him. Bounce back game at home, at the crib. That was also a revenge game. That was also a quick revenge game. Shout out to Pacers, man. Cash the play of the month. Also went 3-0 in the NBA on the premium side. Of course, we faded the Atlanta Hawks. We had the Portland Trail Blazers and the Mavs. Hey, shout out them boys, man. Off the do not bet list. I told y'all if they covered and or won outright, they would officially be on the do not bet list. They were only on there 2 games. Won and covered in both. They said, Jay, you tripping. Take us off the list. Y'all off. I'm sorry. My bad, team. My bad. The do not bet list is 4 teams deep now currently. Atlanta, New Orleans, Utah, and of course, Milwaukee. And we'll talk about here in a little bit, man, though. But Money Making Monday. New week, new goals, new opportunities. Let's do what we do, man. Let's kick the crap out of the books, betting hoops. So without further ado, let's do exactly that. Let's make some money tonight. Let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. First game of the day. We're in Detroit, where the Pistons are 4.5-point home favorites over your Chicago Bulls, man. Total 233.5. Look, I'm on the Pistons. I'm laying the points in this one. They are the better basketball team. From what I've seen this season, putting my eyes on these 2 teams, the Pistons are the better basketball team. They've been playing the better basketball. They've won 3 of their last 4. That one they lost in that subset was on the road at Milwaukee. They forced them to overtime, just fell short there. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Detroit. On the flip side, I don't like the spot for Chicago on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. They got taken behind that shed yesterday at home by the Houston Rockets. Back-to-back games getting beat up on because Cleveland beat up on them the game before that. The Bulls, they have been a sneaky cover team in certain spots and situations, and I'm not overly in love with this game. I wouldn't be shocked at all if this game came right down to the wire. Pistons like up 3, sweat fest style game, laying points with the Pistons, with as bad as they were a year ago. Now with expectations, in my opinion, is not a premium style bet. That's not saying I don't like the Pistons. That's not saying I don't think they win tonight. I'm just saying, man, on a Monday, laying points with the Pistons, feel me? Only way I would look in this game, though, is Detroit. Can't trust the Bulls right now. It's a terrible spotting situation for them. First game of the day, won't overcomplicate it. Pistons are the better team. They are playing the better basketball. I'm going to lean in their direction, laying the points here in this one. Let's keep it rolling. Next game up, we're in Miami, where the Heat are laying 3.5 points on the Philadelphia 76ers. Total 212.5. I like the under in this game. That's what I like here. First, injury report-wise, Jimmy Butler and Joel Embiid are listed as game-time decision. If they both play, I really like the under in this game. Jimmy Butler has missed significant time. Of course, Embiid has only played, 1 or 2 games this season. So these 2 guys necessarily won't have their legs underneath them. They are the best players on their team, but I think it's going to take them a second to kind of catch up to game speed, catch up to who we think they are, who they usually are, if you get what I'm saying. So in that style game, I think it's an under style play. Miami's also a defensive style team. Miami coming off a significant road trip. They just play, 5 or 6 games on the road. I just think this is going to be a defensive style game. So I like the under 212.5 in this one. If I were to pick the side, I would lean towards Miami. I mainly just want to continue to fade Philadelphia until they show a pulse. This team is 2-10. That's who they are. I know Embiid is back in the fold, probably playing tonight, but until they show me, I don't trust them. Short, sweet, simple. And I think there's value fading them because everybody's waiting on them to wake up and be the Sixers who we know them to be. I still think they can go on a run. I do. I really think the Sixers can still go on a run. But until they show signs and tendencies that they're going to do it, I want to be fading them because they are a 2-10 basketball team. That's who they are. So give me Miami here in the bounce back spot at home at the crib. But I like the under, especially if Jimmy and Joel Embiid play. Keep an eye on the injury report in this one. Let's keep it rolling. Next game up, we're in New York, where the Knicks are laying 14.5 points on the Washington Wizards. Total 232.5. The Wizards really should be on the do not bet list. This team is so bad. Um, and on the back end of a back to back with travel now heading to New York, there's no way in hell I'm even looking in the direction of the Wizards. Knicks are overrated. Knicks are overvalued. And if the Knicks don't air out the Wizards, they should be on the do not bet list tonight. The reason why I will not put them on there, even if they don't cover, and I'll give them slight benefit of the doubt, is because them themselves are on a back end of a back to back. And laying double digits on a back end of a back to back is kind of a lot to ask. So, this is my thoughts here. I'm on the Knicks. Knicks should kick the crap out of the Wizards. The Wizards have been aired out by everybody recently, so if the Knicks don't do this same that everybody else has been doing, then y'all will really see what I mean when I say this team is overrated and overvalued. But let's just go through the recent games for the Wizards. 118-98 against the Heat, take them out in the shed. The Warriors beat them up 125-112. The Grizzlies beat them up 128-104. The Magic beat them up 121-94. The Rockets beat them up 107-92. The Spurs won their basketball game. They didn't lose by double digits in that one, but they still lost comfortably 139-130. And the Hawks beat them 129-117. The Pistons just took them behind the shed yesterday by 20 points. So, Knicks, y'all better take these boys behind the shed. Short, sweet, simple. Let's keep it rolling. Next game up, we're in Toronto. We're the Raptors. 4.5-point home dogs with the Indiana Pacers rolling in. First, shout out the Indiana Pacers, man. Our NBA play of the month yesterday, man. It was a really good spot and situation for them, man. We had to be there. A spot we don't see too often. It was a bounce back game at home at the crib. There was also a revenge game that also set up to be a quick revenge game. Man, had to be there. They did get it done. That's a J-style spot. You feel me? Shout out to Pacers, man. Cashed our NBA play of the month. Now, turning around and we're fading the Pacers. I don't like the spot and situation for them. On the back end of a back-to-back with travel. They've been not good on the road all season long. 2-5 straight up. Raptors, I know they're a bad basketball team. 2-12. I get it. But it's a short line for a reason. The Raptors are a solid ATS team, 9-5 against the number this season. Have covered at a 64% clip. They have the rest advantage in this game. I don't trust the Pacers right now on the road until they show me a pulse. At home, oh yeah, we love the Pacers. They can push the pace on a lot of teams. We love betting Indiana in Indiana. But thus far this season on the road, man, they have not been a great team. 2-5 straight up. And on the back end of a back-to-back with travel, don't trust them. So give me the Toronto Raptors plus the points. Shout out the Pacers for yesterday. But we're turning around and fading them today. I'm on the Raptors plus the points here in this. Next game up, we're in Milwaukee. We're the Bucks. 3.5-point home favorites. Total 224.5. Short, sweet, simple. I'm on the Houston Rockets in this one. The Milwaukee Bucks find themselves still on the do not bet list, man. The Rockets are the better basketball team. Thus far this season, the Rockets are the better basketball team. The only thing that makes me slightly nervous is the Rockets are on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. That's the only thing that makes me slightly nervous and gives Milwaukee even a slight chance in this game. But just because they have a chance don't mean we go and lay points. Hell no, I'm not laying points with Milwaukee. They're a bad basketball team. They're banged up right now. Currently, Giannis and Damian Lillard listed as game time decision. They may play, and even if they do, bro, they're overrated and overvalued. They've been a bad basketball team for 2 seasons. Just trust your eyes. Trust what we've been saying. And what I've been saying is the Rockets are the better basketball team. The only thing that makes me nervous is the spotting situation on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. But they took the Bulls behind the shed last night, 143-107. The Rockets are red hot right now. And I have no business fading them. I don't. The Rockets are my up-and-coming team in the West, bro. Y'all know me. I've been betting the Rockets the last 2 seasons. We saw them cut it on at the end of last season and almost come from no man's land and make the playoffs. They're kind of like the Magic from last year, who 2 seasons ago at the end of the season, we saw the Magic start to heat up. Then last year, they were just bona fide in the playoffs. And I think that's who the Rockets are going to be this season. So we're getting plus money with the better basketball team. I know they're on the back end of a back-to-back, but they aired out Chicago yesterday. So they should still be pretty fresh, man. I'm on the Rockets in this one. I'm just gonna take the better team, and I want to attack plus money. And Milwaukee's on the DNB, so bad basketball team, banged up. We want to fade them anyway. Give me the Houston Rockets here in this one. Let's keep it rolling. We're in Phoenix. We're the Magic. 3.5-point road favorites in this one. Total 210.5. Let's talk injuries. For the Phoenix Suns, Kevin Durant is still out, and Bradley Beal will miss this game as well. For the Magic, of course, Paolo Banchero still out. Wendell Carter Jr. listed as game time decision. Magic been hot, man. The Magic been balling. Magic just came off a homestand of dominating basketball. Dominated the Pelicans, Wizards, Hornets, Sixers, Pacers. Calling a spade, they only played one good team in that span at home, and that was the Pacers. And the Pacers, we talked about them earlier, on the road, we don't trust them anyway. So shout out the Magic. They did what they were supposed to do at home, at the crib. We love betting the Magic at home, at the crib. Remember, as home favorites a season ago, 22-6. We love betting the Magic, man. We love betting the Magic, especially at home. On the road, though, not so much. And now laying points on the road without their best player, Paolo Banchero, not so much. I'm on Phoenix, outright money line and plus the points. Devin Booker, come on, bro. Who? Like, he's supposed to be one of the best players in the league. Like, you're supposed to be ascending. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be one of those guys. I know you're missing KD. I know you're missing Bill. But they got y'all as a dog at home to the Magic without Banchero. The Magic are going to try to D up Booker, man. The Magic do have one of the best perimeter defenses out there. But where we've been able to trust Phoenix is at home at the crib. I know they've lost 4 of their last 5. 3 of them, though, were on the road to solid teams. Sacramento, Oklahoma City, Minnesota. I think this is a bounce-back game at home at the crib for Phoenix. That's how I see it. So, give me the Suns, plus the points, and outright on the money line. Laying points with the Magic on the road, they got to show me before I want to do that. At home, I'll do it all day, every day. But on the road, not yet. Give me the Suns. Here in this one. Let's keep it rolling. Next game up, we're in Sacktown, where the Kings are laying 4.5 points on the Atlanta Hawks. Y'all know where we at in this one. Number 1 team on the do not bet list is who? The Atlanta Hawks, man. Them boys lost outright yesterday on the road in Portland. Shout out to Portland Trail Blazers, man. Of course, y'all know we bet that thing. Fading Atlanta on a back end of a back-to-back with travel. Kings have the rest advantage. Kings are fairly banged up. Keep an eye on this injury report. DeMar DeRozan is out. Sabonis game time decision. That's the one we got to keep an eye on. But I'm just going to be 1,000. With or without him, I'm on the Kings. We've already seen the Kings beat up on Atlanta once this season. That game was in Atlanta. Final score in that game was 123-115. It was the 1st of November. I think we're looking at something similar here. I want to continue to fade the Hawks. Short, sweet, simple. Kings, if they're going to be taken seriously, if they're going to be a playoff team, they have to win their winnable games. They have to win the games that they are supposed to win. And this is most definitely one of those. So, I'm on the Kings. I won't overcomplicate it, man. They are the better basketball team. The Hawks are still a bad team. And I think a bad run is on the horizon for them. And they're just going to remind us of the same team they were a year ago, the worst ATS team in basketball. They haven't been great against the number this season. Of course, we've been cashing, fading them. Right now, the Hawks are 5-9 against the number this season. So after today, I think it'll be 5-10. Give me the Kings. Not overcomplicating it, man. The Hawks are the number 1 team on the do not bet list. Last and final game of the night. We're in LA. In the Intuit Dome, the billion-dollar arena the Clippers built. They can't seem to win in, man. They're getting 4.5 tonight. If you're betting on them, you don't need them to win. You need them to cover, but I don't see them doing either. I'm on the Golden State Warriors. I'm laying the points in this one. I really see no reason to fade Golden State. Golden State has been playing great basketball this season. 10-2 straight up. 9-3 against the number. Second best in the league right now currently against the number. The best team against the number is Brooklyn. Right behind them, Golden State. Golden State on the road this season, 6-1 against the number. Last season on the road, they were 27-15, second best in the league. So we know we can trust the Warriors on the road. Short, sweet, simple. No reason to fade them. They are the better basketball team. James Harden has been getting beat by the Warriors his entire career. I see nothing changing now. That light-skinned man, Steph Curry, and his crew are just in that mode. And I ain't trying to fade them. Give me the Warriors. Land the points here in our last and final game of the night. Let's talk some props, man. I have been slacking, and y'all have been on me, man. I got a couple I was looking at today. De'Aaron Fox, over his points total, man. He's been in that mode. What did he have, 100 points in 24 hours? 2 games? Yeah, he's been balling. DeRozan out. Sabonis game time decision. Looks like it's going to continue to be on his shoulders. I'm going to lean on De'Aaron Fox to have an amazing game tonight again. Tyrese Halliburton, under his points total on a back end of a back-to-back with travel, heading to Toronto. We've already seen him put up goose eggs in certain spot situations. He's an assist man, an offense setter-up guy. I wouldn't be surprised if he had an off night tonight in Toronto. Toronto put good defense on him. I would look at Halliburton under his points total. Jalen Brunson over his points total. I wouldn't be shocked at all if he went for 40 tonight on the Washington Wizards. The Wizards' defense, backcourt, non-existent. Jalen Brunson's pretty much going to be able to get whatever he wants, whenever he wants it tonight, offensively. Only thing concerns me about it is they are on the back end of a back-to-back. But, hey, give me Jalen Brunson over his points total. As we talked about in the Sixers Heat segment, I like Joel Embiid and Jimmy Butler both under their points total tonight. Joel Embiid, still think it's going to take a second for him to mix into this new-look Sixers team. And I think this is going to be a defensive-style game anyway. Miami, a defensive-style team at home, at the crib. I don't think Joel Embiid necessarily lights up the scoreboard. And same thing about Jimmy Butler. He wasn't necessarily lighting up the scoreboard before he left, before he got hurt. And I don't think first game back he just comes out and lights up the scoreboard either. So Joel Embiid and Jimmy Butler under their points total. Anything else? Curry. Give me Curry over his points total. Curry finna show the Clippers, man, y'all built this billion-dollar arena for no reason. It don't faze me. I'm still coming out here balling. He's that type guy. I think we mess around, see the night tonight, man. I'm on Curry over his points total. He's been torching James Harden for a long time. And I think he probably does it again tonight. So those are just a couple props I like off the top of my head tonight. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. Money Making Monday, ladies and gentlemen. New week, new goals, new opportunities. Hey, let's start the week off on the right foot, man. Let's do what we do, and that's kick the crap out of the books. Betting hoops, of course. Got a top play for y'all tonight. Probably got a couple plays in there. Make sure you look, see what I got going on. But appreciate y'all more than y'all know. We'll be back tomorrow. See y'all then. I'm out of here. Peace.